Ladies and gentlemen, I'm NoGod21. Welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars KOTOR 2 The Sith Lords. Last time, we walked the surface of Telos. Found Bayodur, an old war buddy, companion, soldier, subordinate, whatever. Actually part of the engineering corps of Iridonia. Although I don't know what the difference between an Iridonian and a Zabrak is. That's something I need to look up. Anyway. Walked the surface to Telos, killed a bunch of Zerka mercenaries, a bunch of carnivorous animals called Canox. Found where the Ebon Hawk is, and it is on the polar region of Telos. And the only way to get there is by another shuttle. Thankfully though, hang on for a second. Come here. There we go. My USB hub was about to fall off the back of my desk. That would have been a disaster. Anyway, we're here in the underground military base, apparently, where we have another shuttle that can take us to the polar region, but we need to open up the hangar doors. In order to do that, we need to freaking turn on the reactor. We also helped a Zerka employee leave this place and questioned it, and we gave a response. Can we unlock this? No, cannot be opened. Nearby terminal. Fair enough. Bayodur.
What's going on?
Your expertise are required. Overload droid recharging stations. Well, that's not necessarily what I wanted to have happen, but I guess I'll take it. Anything else? Nope. And I'm keeping all my non-Jedi companions as level 10 to make things easier and simple in the long run. There may be like one or two where I'm forced to not have that stipulation, but I'll get to that when I get to it. Oh hey! A damaged HK protocol droid. What's it doing down here?
Let's go.
Who has the highest repair skill? Let's see, repair is 18 versus 17. By 1 point. Reactivate the droid. The droid is now active, however, many of its functions still appear to be disabled. Program the droid to follow to you. Control mode engage, yada yada yada.
I hear you.
Yeah. Don't expect this damaged protocol droid to actually follow us for a while. It's gonna blow up. Like that. I don't know what the purpose of Hang on for a second. Okay, and I'm back. Ay. Why is my pen uncovered? God damn it. Ugh. Do we need anything from the store? No, you stupid old man. You should know this already if you made a fucking list. But we don't make lists around here. Military base sublevel. I don't know why this is even here. To my knowledge, it's never used for anything. Alright, more droids? No. But there's a metal case. It has useless crap. Thanks, game. You always give me the good stuff, don't you? Okay, are there droids behind? No turrets.
Yeah? You asked for it.
Yes, the force field asked to be punched in the face. Oh, wait. These turrets are deactivated. I got a feeling that as soon as I turn on the reactor, everything's gonna go critical and start wanting to kill me. Droid has been deactivated. Well, there's the reactor. Can't open the door.
What's going on?
So, Bayodur, work your magic. Oh boy. There's the boss for this area. A giant war droid. And everything now wants to kill me. Oh, just the turrets, actually.
More where that came from.
I was honestly expecting something a little bit worse.
Everyone down.
Lan's almost dead. Again. Hey, walk it off, scoundrel, you'll live. Okay, let us prepare for an annoying fight. Well, it's a good thing I turned off. It's a good thing I overloaded those droids. Otherwise, I may need to fight 5 of them at once. Oh, I'm rambling again, aren't I? Surprised I can actually unlock these doors. Yay, parts. Datapad, inertial inhibitor, and some crits. This datapad contains the ignition code for the orbital shuttle in the underground hangar. We needed to come in here. Excellent. I think there's one time I forgot to actually do that, and I was running around, it's like, what am I doing wrong? What'd I miss? That was an hour of looking around with like a chicken with its head cut off. Not my proudest moment. I'm surprised that Ginger hasn't barged into my room. But then again, I think she's starting to calm down a little bit, considering that the old man's on vacation for a week. Where's it to? I forget. And we took her to the family reunion. Well, technically, it's not the family reunion. Okay, here's what happened, right? My mom's side of the family had the family reunion in Ohio. Problem is, my grandmother is too sick to actually make it to Ohio. So instead on, was it Sunday or Saturday? Oh shit, Saturday. They decided to throw a reunion slash party 3 miles away from my grandmother's house. And oh boy, that's a big boy. So yeah, essentially we had another family reunion. I didn't go to the one in Ohio because I was house sitting. This time, however, we took Ginger along with us. She behaved pretty well. Tank droid. I'm gonna spam this until it works.
More where that came from.
Plus, if they're just gonna hit me with grenades, perfect. Wow, that was easy. Man, I was really fucking stupid when I played this game originally. I thought the droid force powers were useless. Apparently, I've been playing this entirely the wrong way. This orbital shuttle doesn't have a hyperdrive, but can get you out of the restoration zone once you've opened the underground hangar doors above you. I'll do that when I check this place of loot. Okay, tank droid, what were you hiding in your storage? A couple frags. A frag, med pack, and security tunnel. I really should just say lockpick, but whatever. Strength package. Advanced med pack. Mandalorian melee shield, plasma grenades, credits. Thank you. Too bad, I'm already using that.
Just say the word.
Components, thank you. Parts, thank you. You know, I should make a character that is all Constitution one of these days. Just to see what happens. Hey, I have a shit ton of HP, but I'm worthless at everything else. Well, I shouldn't complain so much. Unlock hangar doors. Okay. Now that that's taken care of, we should be able to just, load ourselves into the shuttle and take off, right? The orbital shuttle, blah, 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 blah. Take the shuttle to the shielded mesa in the Telos Polar region. Up and away in this, Empire Strikes Back lookalike shuttle. Wait, is it Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi where Vader has this type of shuttle? I haven't seen.
Statement. We have arrived too late. The target has evaded us. We must pursue it. Observation. They have likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. The bay control computer likely will have a record of their departure. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have managed to track the shuttle's movement across the shield network. However, the shield network does not stretch over the polar region, which was the shuttle's apparent destination. Statement. Dispatch a unit to the polar region with the last known coordinates and approximate path of the shuttle. They will not escape us again.
Well, this can't be any worse than last time. So that's the hole in the shield network, huh? Doesn't look like much to me.
You say that, and we'll probably get shot down again, and you shouldn't have said diddly dick. Hi, HK! Well, at least these knockoff models are actually persistent.
You've got to be kidding me. It's not my fault.
This is totally your fault, and you shouldn't have tempted fate. And now we're getting shot down. And we're gonna have to deal with some HK-50 assassin droids.
Egotistic praise. An excellent shot, even with the prevailing winds. I couldn't have done it better myself. Field assessment. I picked up on the heat forms of the Jedi and his allies. Activate the mines and prime the self-destruct sequences.
Unfortunately, Baodur is out cold.
Relieved statement. Oh, Jedi, it is good to see you intact. We were concerned that shooting down your shuttle would damage you irreparably. Quick clarification. But now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities.
How many of you are there?
Chiding statement. Oh, Jedi. There are as many of us as are needed to capture or kill our targets. Egotistical boast. And there are far more of us than any one Jedi. Destroy one of us, and more shall rise from the wreckage. Unnecessary threat. And our attack protocols are more than a match for you and your allies.
You said attack protocols, not assassination protocols. So you fail at your job. So, any reason why you shot down my vessel?
Unnecessary clarification. We merely wish to cripple your vessel. Once we tracked your coordinates, we were able to deploy several droids in this location. Probing query. We are, however, curious as to why you chose to come to the remnants of the polar Telos irrigation system. There is nothing here that our instruments can detect. Eager threat. But we are looking forward to extracting your motives for coming here when we place you in torture restraints.
So what are assassin droids doing here?
Self-evident answer. Wherever you try to run, we will be there, armed and ready. Rhetorical query. So the query you have posed to us is one we put to you. What are you doing here, we wonder?
Well, if it's a fight, then come on. Alright, target the mines, destroy. Destroy them.
Time to even the odds.
Failing master. Failing master. Systems failing master. Okay. Droid parabolic guides. HK control cluster, droid flamethrower, and droid surveillance upgrade. Droid modular plating Mark II. Hello,
Yes.
Kreia. Welcome back. Oof. Okay, what's next on the list? Yeah, I guess improve energy resistance, why not? Extermination Shicho. All Jedi gain access. First Whirlwind. Okay. And I am 5,000 XP away. Well, this shuttle is fucked. Hey, Bayodur, you're alive? Bayodur looks as he was knocked unconscious by the explosion. If you can find refuge, then he should recover in time. Well, lucky for us, there's a small little bump on this flat mesa that should indicate a door. Activate Shicho because reasons. Polar Plateau Interior. Ah, he's fine.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
Tell that to Atten, who's ready for a fight. Who are you?
I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense people come to no harm.
Very well. I did not come here to do battle anyway.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deep, deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If he is a Jedi, he will forgive. And if he is not, he will not care.
You can't tell him, please. I'm asking you. I don't want him to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this man we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve him until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of the Jarek can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
Well, Kreia is definitely vicious when she wants to be. Ominous. And here comes the white-haired bitch herself. I really don't like her.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
Because a pretentious shut stole my ship. Oh, I love this stuff so much. Well, I'm looking for my ship so I can leave Telos.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
The destruction of Paragus. Well, technically, no, wait, it wasn't an accident, that was on purpose. Oh, god damn it. What to choose, what to choose? Hell with it. The Paragus' destruction was necessary.
Necessary? The destruction of Paragus was necessary? You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
Why don't you tell me?
Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
And what do you mean by that?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
Oh, really? It's almost as bad as the Jedi letting the Outer Rim die during the Mandalorian Wars.
So you still hold to your flawed convictions. If you think to anger me, you are wrong. How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it.
Oh, so now I get blamed for the actions of the Sith.
The Sith? What do you mean?
Well, the Sith have returned and they're hunting all Jedi. Again.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. Tell me, where did you encounter them?
I encountered them on Paragus.
Paragus? What would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
Well, the Sith believe me to be the last Jedi.
You? If they thought you a Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
Were there any survivors of the Jedi Civil War?
I said I was the last of the Jedi, Exile, and I did not speak falsely. There are others who were once Jedi, but no longer. They will not take action against this threat.
And you will? That's a change.
I have your ship. I will return it to you. You must leave here before you place us in jeopardy.
You know, it wasn't my intention to come here or cause you harm.
Yet here you are, and you bring tragedy with you once again. It was too much to hope that you may have come here to finally admit the Council was right.
Refresh my memory again. Why did the Council cast me out?
Why? Because you turned your back on us. And the Order. You followed Revan to war against the Mandalorians. The very war that made Revan a Lord of the Sith, and ruined you.
Well, the Council wanted to assess the threat while people were dying by the millions.
So you said, so long ago. I didn't believe it then, and I don't believe it now. You sought adventure. You hungered for battle. You could not wait to follow Revan to war. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
I also recall you wished me imprisoned or worse.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone. I had kept it, so I would never forget.
I did not realize you had after so many years.
I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order.
Now, here's the thing. Normally, you can't get your lightsaber back no matter what. Which is a real kick in the fucking balls, if you ask me. Because this bitch is carrying the damn thing and she won't give it back. But there is a mod that lets you get it back in this conversation. But I didn't install that, so I'm gonna have to deal with this. Insult to the Order. You insult me by carrying it.
Then you misunderstand its meaning while it is in my possession, and what it now represents. But I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult for you. Yet you gave the Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice.
Hello, Ginger. Guess you finally decided to visit me. Well, in the hindsight, the Council was right to preach caution to examine the true threat, but in the moment they were ruled by... They were too cautious in my opinion, but whatever. Well, I went to war to protect others, not for battle.
So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That is not the Jedi way.
Is it the Jedi way to let people be massacred?
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war, and it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, You and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way, and you turned on us.
Really? Were you not tempted to help the innocent?
Of course I was. But the Jedi teachings require we examine how we may best help them. Action without reflection is not our way.
Our teachings do not mean we stand by and watch others die.
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite.
No, there was no guarantee we would win, but if we had not acted, the Mandalorians would now rule the Republic.
A physical victory perhaps, but the real victory lay in
the triumph of pacifism, surrender.
Do not twist my words. A physical victory is not the only victory, or the only loss.
Really? And how many people would have died if the Mandalorians had been stopped?
You do not know.
The Mandalorians had won, would the Jedi have fought them then, or have simply meditated on what to do?
How dare you? The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died.
Oh, your anger. Is it because you secretly wish you'd had the strength to follow me to war, Atris?
What? What do you mean?
I can see it in you. You wanted to fight by my side, but you were too scared to defy the Council.
You're wrong, just as you were when you defied the Council. I tire of fighting with you. You lust for war, and you always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions. So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here?
Now we're back here at the start. Seriously though, I love the fact that you could argue philosophy with this bitch. And here's the thing. I'm not sure if it comes up later, but when you play a male exile, Atris, whether she wants to admit it or not, does have feelings for you, but, well, she acts like this constantly. Ugh, it's annoying. Well, tell me what you've done with my friends first.
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are traveling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
Looking for my ship so we can leave Telos.
Your ship?
Of course I just... necessary, blah 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 blah.
With... Tila the... So how... The Sith... You tell me...
Oh boy. One problem with going back to the start is you have to go through this entire cycle again.
You are... If... I said that...
Alright. Where can I find my companions?
You shall find them north of here, in one of the old irrigation chambers. They have not been harmed. They are free to leave as well.
Then I'll be going now.
Take your ship, then. I don't care where you go, just leave this place. Leave Telos.
We shall remove him, mistress. Come with us. Are you all right, mistress?
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile. I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachment. As always, he will do as he wills. And the galaxy, and the feelings of others, can burn for all he cares. The day we judged him, I stood in the chamber and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself. He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, Mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
You're going to meditate in a chamber with red glowing objects in it. I wonder what those are. They look like red pyramids. Oh my god. Why is she meditating amongst that crap is beyond me. But hey, we gained some light side points. I got a feeling we're going to be able to get prestige very, very quickly. As soon as we get to the Ebon Hawk, I may or may not be able to actually gain prestige as soon as I enter there. But yeah, we're now freely allowed to move around this facility. Hooray! There ain't that much we can do here, but we can do one or two things. Mainly involves beating the shit out of these, handmaiden sisters. And, of course, getting our companions back. So, let's just do some walking around. Let's see, there's one thing I mainly want to see. Ah, here we are. Here we have training grounds. Handmaiden. You're the only one with your hood down. Where's everybody else?
You are the exile. The one Atris warned us about.
And what did Atris say?
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
Oh?
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
And why was that?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
So, why didn't I keep fighting in the Jedi Civil War then?
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
Anything else?
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Expressed feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
Well, what do you think Atris' heart says?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
So, if I fought Atris, then that might make the truth come out?
Perhaps. It may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
I would like to ask you something.
You may ask.
You look different than the other women here.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
Oh, I apologize. I meant no offense.
There's no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that.
Is it a sensitive subject?
It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and such trust takes time.
Well, let me ask you something else then.
You may ask.
Never mind, I'll be going now.
Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
Well, bit is a difficult thing to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
Alright then. Let's see, the best way I could describe it is... Imagine awakening and hearing the heartbeat of every being in the galaxy for the first time.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
Well, if you have any further questions in the future, seek me out and ask them. This is really weird. I can't tell if this is because of the restoration or something else. Baron Doe's Sage Rope. Normally there's some sisters here that will allow me to do some sparring matches with them. Mainly fist fighting. Because, well, practically all of the women here are Ichani. Which mainly involves punching the living shit out of each other to show true expression in battle. Considering that Ichani techniques are one of the few martial arts in the galaxy that can disable Jedi in combat, very effectively at that. The second type is Terrace. Is it Terrace Cassie or Terrace Kasai or something else? I never actually heard it be pronounced the correct way to my knowledge. I want to say Cassie, Cassai, whatever. I guess I gotta talk to one of them.
Why have you approached me?
Well, I'm looking for a fight.
I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place.
Teaching?
Oh yes. We train extensively in various combat styles, and we have not had another target for some time. You may prove a pleasant diversion.
Oh, then I'll be happy to oblige you.
Very well. Follow me, and we shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings.
Time to do some fist fighting.
Before we begin, are you familiar with Ichani traditions?
Well, does it have anything to do with why you wanted me to disrobe?
All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same.
Oh, I understand. Stay on the mat, no armor, no striking to kill.
The fight will be with hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items. Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques during our contest. If you do, then the battle will be over. In turn, I will not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us, a test of each other's strength.
Well, if you're ready, so am I.
Then let us begin.
Now, I think there are 2 or 3 of these fights that you can do normally, and the last one is a kind of a pain in the ass. Because, well, at the end of this whole thing, you can actually goad or challenge all of the handmaiden sisters in this room to a fight, where it's all of them versus you. And, well, the last time I did that, I got my ass kicked. Of course, it doesn't help when I can't hit the broadside of a bar.
This will teach you.
And of course, my ability to be useful in a fist fight is absolute dog shite.
You have succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress to more advanced movements.
Well, let me heal up first, I'll be ready to fight again.
Seek one of us out when you wish to fight, and we shall honor your request.
Oh boy. We didn't get any XP for that. That's kind of annoying. If If only I was, better at physical hand-to-hand combat. Nine to 21 damage. Can't Fist even get criticals? No, seriously, can unarmed attacks actually gain criticals in this game? I don't actually know, because it didn't look like Master Critical Strike was actually doing anything for me. Or maybe I was not paying attention. I'm not sure which. Alright, let's do this again after I get one more heal off.
Have you returned to fight again?
I wish to challenge you once again.
Very well. I shall honor your request. Our next battle will be using the higher forms among the Ichani. You may choose hands and feet, or whatever melee weapon you wish, but use no other items or Jedi techniques.
I am ready, let's go.
Then let us begin.
And pause. You say you want me to use any weapons, eh? Well, now that I can actually use a sword, that's better damage.
You have succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress to more advanced movements.
I wish to challenge you again.
Very well. I shall honor your request. Our next battle shall be free of restriction on weapons and items, and you may use whatever technique, Jedi or otherwise, you wish to attempt to defeat me. In turn, I will spare none of our forms against you.
I am ready, let's go.
Then let us begin.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to switch out my armor, but I can do this. And fuck it up. Can Force Push do anything against you? No, but you make the save. Of course you make the save. There we go.
You know much of melee combat. You surprised me.
Well, I think this is enough for today. I'll be going now. Oh boy. Whoops, I forgot. By yourself, med packs just do automatically. And I'm running low on med packs. Now, is this the time that,
Have you returned to fight again?
well, I wish to challenge you again.
There is nothing more that we can teach you from such contests. Such battle would only be for battle's sake.
Well, if you can't defeat me alone, feel free to pair up then.
If that is what you wish, then we shall honor it. We shall see how you fight against a group of us. We shall take you in a pair, using everything at our disposal. Use whatever item, weapon, or Jedi technique you wish. We shall match it.
I'm ready, let's go.
Then let us begin.
Pair my ass. Oh boy. The most annoying part about this entire thing is I'm not allowed to wear armor. If I could wear armor, this would be a lot easier.
You have fallen.
Oh boy. I'm not even sure if there's actually a point for me doing this crap. If I was a bit stronger, I wouldn't have an issue. Oh well. What's this Barando Sage Robe? Damage immune 20% versus light side, 20% versus dark side. Plus 4 to wisdom. Holy crap. Barando Sages are the most elite of their order, able to see into the future, the past, and across the entire galaxy. The Barando are Force-sensitive members of the Keldor race. They seek inner peace and are very patient, consulting with the Force before making decisions. Interesting. Now, if I had a better dexterity score, which would improve my defense, I would try tackling that over and over again until I can actually beat them, but I'm not even gonna bother trying. I'm running out of med packs, so let's find our companions and get the fuck out of here, shall we? There they are. And Beodor's feet are...
Did you find what you came for?
And Beodor's feet are sticking outside of the cage. I like that. Well, a woman from my past has made this place her home. Didn't expect to see her again.
I felt as much. Quite strongly, in fact. I suspected there was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
Well, the woman here is a Jedi, Atris, one of the council members.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
Aren't the handmaidens students?
No, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
How'd you know that? Were you trying to read their minds?
Invade the mind of another? It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Well, Atris plans to heal the galaxy, then rebuild the Order.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
Those who cannot...
Yes, her servants are not this discipline.
Well, let's talk about it on the way out of here.
Very well. Let us depart.
Zan okay? He looks out cold.
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
He could sleep on the ship. Let's go.
I'm sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
There's nothing to apologize for. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
Jedi Academy, concealed on the northern pole of Telos.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I'd been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Well, are you loyal enough to travel?
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
Well, meet me at the ship and prep for launch. We're leaving as soon as we can.
Very well, General. I will await your arrival.
2 party members are left are At and Kreia. Bailder will meet you on the Ebon Hawk. Plus...
Mistress, you summoned me.
I have a task for you. The exile is dangerous. I'm concerned that he was able to return to Republic space and reach Telos without my knowledge.
Mistress, the Harbinger was lost in transit. It was our failing.
What is done. But now I need you to travel with him.
Mistress,
I realize what I'm asking of you, and I'm asking that you keep your purpose a secret, even from your sisters. I need someone to watch the exile closely, and let me know if he contacts the Sith. More importantly, I need you to study him closely. I need to know what he thinks, what he does. Become part of his group, earn his trust, Get him to confide in you.
I will do as you ask, Mistress. But Mistress, the exile did not seem to pose a threat to us.
Ah, but he does. Do not be fooled by the exterior. It is his nature you must beware. He fell to the dark side once. He will do so again. I am trusting you with this task, last of my handmaidens. Do not disappoint me. The galaxy, the Jedi, may depend on it.
Influence game of Bayodir and more light side points. Seriously, I'll be gaining prestige faster than I expected. Seriously. And I'll be getting a new companion as soon as I touch down on a different planet. Oh my god. I'm killing a couple birds with one stone here. Plasteel containers. Anything in them? It's shiny light armor, some pheromone packages. What's in this one? Credits. Advanced med packs. Ooh, excuse me. And maiden sister. What a hologram of the planet. That's interesting. T3!
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so smug now, are you little thief?
Don't be a fool. Atris stole the ship and the droid.
Says you.
Well, your behavior core, they didn't memory wipe you, did they? It wasn't your fault they took the ship, T3. Wait, she downloaded what from you? Why would you want what's in your memory core? You can fill me in later. Let me get you out of there first. We'll see you at the Ebonhawk, T3. Why would you be mean to your droid? I wasn't expecting this to show up so soon.
Too, my lord. A disturbance in the Force. It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it, but now I wonder as if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly, yet when you listen for it, you can make out the strains, even over the background life of the universe. Do you feel it is a... You are the darkness in which all life dies, all life exists to feed your power. And my life is yours. I beg you, please, let me die.
Oh boy, I didn't expect to get that so fast. Holy shit. Well, I think... Oh boy. Yeah, I might definitely actually be able to get prestige right away. Holy fuck. I didn't actually expect that to happen so soon. I didn't even actually expect that cutscene to show up so soon. Usually I'm like halfway through a different area before that happens, but apparently not. Because I went pure light side this entire fucking time. This is as soon as you can get it, apparently. Alright then. Let's board the ship. As soon as I loot this hangar bay of anything useful. And I'm over a little bit on my time, but I need to edit some stuff out anyway, so it doesn't matter. I don't think there's anything else for me to grab. Let me just check. Nope, we're good. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's board the Ebon Hawk. What is running around to Ebon Hawk? Once you're aboard, you'll be leaving the Polar Academy for good. This is before someone comments that, oh, you should have finished off the sparring center. You would have gotten some good from it. Oh well.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left? But why? Her oath.
I sent her to travel with the exile. She may discover something I cannot.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens. She is willful, and she has demonstrated her fascination with Jedi. It may not have been won.
I know what I have done, but it was necessary.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What's with T3? You did what while you were connected? Downloaded Idris's archives.
What is the machine saying?
Well, he says there's a holo record of a trial in Idris's records.
We seem to have found it.
Not that much of a council chamber.
Do you know why we have called you here?
Well, you've called me here to answer for my crimes on Malachor 5.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
The truth is that the Mandalorians had to be stopped or countless more would have died.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out. And so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened in Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Much defiance in that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there. More like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the Exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There is still the matter of Revan. Such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Those last few moments after my trial, I had no idea. Well, if you find anything else, let me know. Atris has a list of all the missing Jedi? Sure, display it. Master Farouk's on Dantooine. Master Zek-Kael's on Nar Shaddaa. Master Kavar's on Onderon. Master Vash is on Korriban. Why she's there, I don't know. And Atris is on Telos. I knew all those Jedi Masters.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Be that as it may, we need their help against the Sith.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
If it comforts you to believe that, then so be it. But the enemies you face are many, and you will need all the help you can get. It is just me, and I am doing this because Atris believes you will need help.
I'll take whatever help I can get.
Indeed. But of course, what does one more matter to our journey? I have had enough of this. I will be in my chambers.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do. If she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
General.
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself.
Don't let them bother you. We've just been through a lot recently.
It is no matter. I am used to worse conditions, but thank you for your kindness.
The handmaiden has joined your party. She has a shiny defense, which protects her against melee attacks, and is an excellent unarmed fighter. I really doubt that. Jedi not kill the prisoners.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Well, I trust in the Jedi Council took it from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
And why wouldn't I?
I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Well, very well. To begin, there's some parts I'll need.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Alright then, what do we need?
We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits?
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
What's going on here?
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Don't worry, T3. Beodor probably knows what he's doing.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
T3 has received a permanent +2 bonus to his constitution. No, seriously. Oh god, thank god this camera's pulled back. Thank fuck. Seriously, we just got on the Ebon Hawk and we already have more fucking party banter between themselves than the entirety of KOTOR 1. More interaction, please. It's a good thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been NerdGod21. This has been Let's Play Star Wars KOTOR 2 The Sith Lords. Next time, it's gonna be a shit ton of party banter. Oh boy! Because we're finally on the Ebon Hawk and I can actually talk to people. But until then, thanks for watching, have a wonderful evening, and I'll see y'all next time.